Hey ho, welcome to another text-to-speech video. This video is about commonly misconstrued art advice. Some people think these are really bad but don't look at it the other way, which is why we should think about it from another point of view. The first is the don't draw digitally or digital art is not real art. From a traditional perspective, digital art doesn't teach you most fundamentals that traditional art offers. Color theory, mixing paint, painting in itself, and all sorts of techniques that technically you can pick up digitally, but it's usually not the first approach when trying digital art. Some mostly start out with regular sketching and lining, but as you grow confident in digital painting, that's when you accumulate those skills. The reason I feel like this argument has been made is because with digital you can always undo and color correct. With traditional art you have to look at the end results and the mistakes and do better with your techniques in the future. If you can see the mistakes, that's great, but applying them in the real world will be harder for you. That's why it's so stressed enough that you learn traditional techniques and tools first. The second is the don't draw anim or anim art is not real art. I heard a lot of people, teachers, say stick to realism, and that's partially true. I think this provides the simple explanation that you should really learn realism before stylizing it. But outright banning it is outrageous in itself, and it just really stunts individualism in art. The thing is, people say anim art is basic cookie-cutter art, but as someone who's following a lot of Asian artists who do anim art, all of them have very different art styles. In fact, so saying it's basic is so untrue. There's this website called Pixiv. It's an Asian deviant art site where most anim artists dwell. It's great for references in general if you want to make anim art. Of course, most of it is in Japanese or Korean, so it's hard to read, but if you're good at replicating, then go ahead. The third one is, good artists don't use references. What kind of non-artist bullshit is this? Of course, there's a thing called muscle memory and skill, which is why artists don't use references sometimes. Every beginner artists to pro artists use references. Whoever made that statement was way in over their head. The fourth one is even more of a doofus statement, that tracing is bad. Yes, tracing is bad inherently, but tracing for practice is good practice. As long as you use it wisely and don't post it, that's great, but omitting the references and credits of the original artists is a down bad in itself. Don't trace and make it yours. You're setting yourself up for failure. These are my 4 commonly misconstrued art advice. I planned on adding more, but I don't have any more. I would definitely add more, considering some people say 5 is already too much. I'm not a wise guy, so I don't have any knowledge to give. I'm looking at it retrospectively. You can put your advices in the comments yourselves again. Don't suggest any to me. I'm not giving better advice on bad advice. I only made this to point out how stupid these are. I plan on making a tutorial on how to do anim art, like those waifu illustrations people steal or simp for. I also have another video to do on art theft and why it's bad for those hard-headed people who make dumb arguments on why it's inherently okay to steal. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Didn't catch my name? I didn't throw it out there, but my name is Yuna. Yuna.